Om Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. Into your mouths with terrible tusks, fearful to behold, they hurriedly enter. Verse 27. You have seen where are we? 25. Oh, sorry. So we are we have done up to 25. I'm sorry. So now we have to see from 26. Okay.
You would explain why Krishna's mouth is open in verse 25. 24 to 25 in cover.
Okay. Is it? She is reminding me, last class you said that you will explain something in 25. Why mouth is open? I told you, when you are about to eat, when the hand picks up the morsel of food, as the hand comes closer to the mouth automatically opens and the hand puts it inside, and then mouth is closed. You chew, right? That's what is happening here. Seeing this, seeing your mouths with terrible tusks blazing like fires of time. I know not the 4 quarter, find no peace. Have mercy, O Lord of gods, abode of the universe. Anala means the one who says enough, who never says enough. It's called Anala. He's the one who is never satiated, satisfied. That's a fire. Fire never gets satisfied or satiated with anything. So he says, you are like that. And the fire example is given here for 2 reasons. Number 1, it never gets satiated. The second reason why he says another property of fire is the swiftness with which it will destroy everything. See, the destruction of fire happens with such a speed. Same way, you are consuming everything so quickly. Best example for that. The swiftness to destroy, to swallow everything. Wind will take from one place to another place, that's all. It will displace an object. That's the word. It will not, destruction in the sense, it will not annihilate. When you have a house, there is a tornado, what will happen? Your walls will break. Why? What is happening there? Things happening. All that is happening is you have arranged it in a particular away. Now that arrangement is gone. That's all it is. Which to us it is a destruction. But as far as that object is concerned, it is not. Isn't it? There is a difference. You may say, sir, even wind also blows. No? You will see a lot of videos in YouTube. Torrential rain and wind blowing things off. The roofs are flying. All that is the destruction only. No. That is not destruction. That is destruction for you and me. Because that is my house. Since it is our house which is there, we have been living comfortably, no longer is there. That's the only point here. Whereas in fire, it will completely disappear. What will be left out is what? You put anything in fire, it will convert everything into one object. Everything will become ash. That's it. That's the universal one. That's why fire god is the best one. Because he is practicing Advaita. Anything you give it to me, I will convert it into one object only. Same way. No difference to him. You can put our various objects of different colors, different things you can put inside. A twig is different, a coconut is different, your puffed rice is different, ghee is different, the samit is different. All that you offer in fire, finally what you will get? Dried cow dung you put there. You can offer anything. They are all different objects, isn't it? All different. But finally what you will get? Ash. He is completely destroyed. Same way, he is destroying everything with mouths open. The sight is very repulsive. The way he is describing, seeing your mouths with terrible tusks blazing like fire. Imagine you see something like that. Terrible tusks, all that. That is like, canine piece, protruding, all that. It will not look like God for us. Because our image of God is a very pleasant, sight. It's so nice to see them. Like you go to Hornadu and see the deity, what a beauty. Or Sharda Devi, you go and see, so beautiful it is. And suddenly you go to, Calcutta, Kali. Calcutta, Kali, you go and see. The sight is how? Pleasant. Scary. Isn't it? Shardamba, you see, it is, oh, what a beauty. So pleasant and so nice to see. Same, go that side. It is like that. The sight is frightening. It is repulsive. You cannot say no. It is like that. So therefore he says, I'm scared. I know not the quarters and find no peace. I can't even run away because I've lost a sense of direction. My sense of direction is gone completely, which means his thinking is gone. Find no peace. Mind is disturbed. I'm not able to think. I'm not able to feel at peace. It's not a pleasant sight. Have mercy, oh Lord. This is the point. Make a note, I said. Right. Open mouth, I'll come. Right. I'll not forget, but 26.
अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्राः सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्राः सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः.
Read 27 also together. See.
वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमाणा विशन्ति दंष्ट्राकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमाणा विशन्ति दंष्ट्राकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः.
These sons of Dhritarashtra, with all the hosts of kings, Bhishma, Drona, and Suta's son, along with our warriors chiefs. 27. Into your mouths with terrible tusks, fearful to behold. They are hurrying into your mouths. They enter hurriedly. Some are seen sticking in the gaps between the teeth with their heads pulverized. Can you imagine that sight? That's what I said. It is repulsive. The sight is. It's like, imagine, no, you see someone eating. It's repulsive. That's why, they say you got to teach people how to eat graciously. If you are not taught, and there are people who eat with such grace. There are people who eat, there is a grace about it. It's not a trained one, I'm saying. There are people who cultivate that. And there are people who get it naturally. And there are people, you eat and you see them eating, Now, seeing the sight, he says, it is like what? Some are seen sticking in the gaps. There's no proper dentist to put a clip on all that, to this. There you'll put a clip to this mouth. One mouth now you can put a clip. Many mouths now, who is going to put a clip there? They're all sticking in the gaps with their heads pulverized, crushed. Scary sight. Now we go back to the basic question. Now, why his mouth is open? Because that's what he gives here. How all this, he gives a list of people. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Sutasa means Karna, he's referring to. And also, Yodhamukhi is the ones who are the chief commanders of our army. All this group, everyone is entering into your mouths. How hurriedly, as though they are in a hurry, they're entering. See, which means what? The food is coming into the mouth. As the hand is bringing the food to the mouth, what will happen to the mouth? Open, no? That's why it is open. Okay, well, you got the answer. Why the mouth is open? Unfortunately for him, he can never close his mouth. Why? Constantly food is coming. There's no gap at all. So without any gap, it's coming in. So he has to chew, swallow, It's such a hurry, the food is coming. It's coming. So he has to keep eating all that. Now, why this site is very interesting here. Why he is referring to this part? Because he is seeing many things there. Remember, it's a dynamic site. It's not a static picture. He's seeing. It's not like there is a static picture like we see. The patterns are changing. It's that kaleidoscopic patterns, no? Keeps changing. Like that. Every moment it is changing, the site is. Now he sees this pattern and he is stuck with that pattern. What is this? Go back to the beginning. Where are they standing? Battlefield. When you are at the beginning of the battle, there is always a doubt in the mind. Who is going to win the battle? Is it? There's a football match is about to start. There is always a doubt now who is going to win. Earlier we could say clearly, oh, Brazil match, they'll win. Argentina, obviously they'll win. Messi also is there. I thought he will retire. I don't think the guy never retires, I suppose. He's still playing like these boys. He's competing with this 19, 20-year-old boys, running. This agility and all, unbelievable, these fellows. I don't know what is there inside that body. Obviously, they'll win. Earlier we used to say. Now, don't know, sir. Portugal. Definitely cannot say that. Free kick the fellow missed. Can you believe? Ronaldo missed a free kick. I remember 86, no? World Cup. Maradona missed the free kick. Finals, huh? Finals, no? Finals. Oh, I was so dejected. I was so depressed with it. They said, definitely he'll win. Now they say he missed. Couldn't believe. How can he miss? Imagine before the match itself, you know the result. How will you play? That's a condition for Arjuna. Before the war, there is a assurity given to him. Because that dilemma was there in him, the doubt was there in him. A doubt in Arjuna was who is going to win this war. That is resolved here. What is it? All those people are going to die. Obviously, he didn't see Yudhishthira dying, Bhima dying, all those people. All those people didn't die. So which means what? They are alive. All these people are dead. That means what? They have won the war. So answer is very clear. So this feast is going on. 100 sons of Dhritarashtra consumed. Bhishma consumed. Drona consumed. Karna consumed. A big list he gives. And not only those people, even from our side also, warriors are all getting killed. Now, if you see that, what will happen? Now, this is what everyone wants in life. Some people want to know directly, some people want to know indirectly. That's about it. What? Future. What is going to happen in future? I want to know now. Everyone has a weakness. Even the so-called atheists. You leave them alone with the newspaper. The first thing he will read is your day to day. He'll read that. How is going to be your day? Every channel has in the morning, first thing they have is what? News channels are having, astrologer coming. Astrologer comes and says, today for this sign, this Rashi, this star, how the day is going to be for the star. How this month is going to be for you. How this movement of Shani Bhagavan is going to be for you. Very interesting to see that. Bhagavad Gita, we put on. Nobody is there to watch. Even those who watch also don't comment. At least they say, we are talking crap, no? That also not there. Biggest compliment they give is put one thumbs up. So, here, there you see, in 1 hour, he just posts 1 hour. I said, where those so many fellows are there, is it? Kumbharashi, they'll say. And there are, I don't know whether only Kumbharashi people see that or others also see. Everyone keeps watching that. How this, now it's going to happen, no? Is that Shani Perchi, Satan, Shani Bhagavan is going to move. That's the next one going to happen. I think in Jan or December or Jan. Where are we now? December, no? January is going to be. Shani Bhagavan is going to move. I don't know who he is going to catch and who he is going to leave. My God, problem. Rahu Ketu, where he is going to be, and how that's. Everybody is interested to know about their future. Everyone wants to have the vision of their future. Arjuna got the vision. Right? He has got this Divya Chakshu. With the Divya Chakshu, he is seeing that universal form, Vishwarupa. In the Vishwarupa, he is seeing what? He dismissed the past. He dismissed the present. He is focusing where? On future. If you are going to focus on future, what is it going to be? What you will see? What is going to happen? What is going to happen in future? Only one thing is going to happen in future. Anywhere you go and see future, it is going to be what? Finally, what is going to be your future? You will be lying down and people will be cursing you. Appa, waiting this fellow, when he will go. Take out. So they'll cry. How long they are going to cry? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, they cry, and then take the body, man. Burn the body. And you will be seeing your body is getting burnt in the, or they put you in a box and push you under the earth, suffocating inside. Now they have started, digging the old ones, How many places you will have? Imagine everybody has to be, put down. Box after box after box after box. So nowadays what they are doing, they are not putting in, horizontal. Now they are putting vertical. No place. 6 feet is too much, no? So in 6 feet we can have 3 fellows. Population is more. People keep on dying, right? Huh? Where is a place? Graveyard. Otherwise, whole world will be what? Only graveyard after graveyard after graveyard. Graveyard of between 75 to 2000. That's a village. That place is what, 75 to 2000. All those people who are dead in that graveyard. And then from 2000 to 2020. Why there 5 years? Now that time, there are less population. Now more population. So more people died because of Corona. Therefore, only for 5 years, we have to compress. We have to do that. You pushed inside. That is your future. Where are you going to stop your future? You say that, sir, I want to know about my future. Which future you want to know? If you are, according to this Jyotisha Shastra, a human life is 120 years. According to them, complete life. One full life you have lived means you have lived for 120 years according to them. Right. Shani Bhagavan will meet you how many times in that? 4 times he will meet you. Now, which is the one you want to escape? Remember, when you are looking for your future, you are stretching your vision. You are extending your vision to see what is going to happen in future. There is always a possibility that you may be getting into trouble in future. Future is going to be gloomy. Future is going to be painful. Future is going to have that also in that. It is not that your future is going to be all rosy. Future is not going to welcome you with a red carpet reception. No. It is full of thorns. Here and there you will see roses also. But then you will see this as well. Seeing that future is what is happening to Arjuna here, which is called as Divya Chakshu, which is different from Jnana Chakshu. Remember, Jnana Drishti. Jnana Chakshu is not interested in future. That is a different vision. This is extended vision. That is a transformed one. Stretching. I can see this much. I want to see beyond that also. I can see up to the wall. Now I want to have an eye to see beyond the wall. What will happen? Many times I will miss the wall and go and hit. Is it not? Imagine you have X-ray eyes. Every time I see you, what I will be seeing? I have X-ray eyes. Skeleton only, no? Correct? Then how will I address? How will I know who you are? Because all skeletons look same, no? Imagine, all skeleton is going to look very similar. What big difference is going to be there? How will I identify who you are? How will I interact with you? But to see that it looks very nice. That's why all these fantasy movies, there are people who have this fantasy of disappearing. Imagine I disappear. How will that be? And in all the movies of where the fellow did disappear, the scientist, he's the villain. He starts as a hero, but he ends up as what? Villain only. Why? No, it's a fantasy movie, no. At least in the fantasy movie, we should be able to make a movie where a fellow is totally disappeared, and then he becomes a great hero, superhero. No, no. Why we are not able to do that, sir? Certain ideas will look fantastic. Similarly, seeing the future will look nice to hear, to read in your astrology columns. See, that doesn't mean astrology is wrong. Okay, I'm not getting into that discussion now. Right? I'm talking about your interest to know about the future. What is that? Is stretching your vision. You want to know what is going to happen in future. That is what Arjuna wanted here, and he had seen the future now. What is the future? All dead, which means he knows the result of the war. What is the result of the war? Victory to the Pandavas guaranteed. What should be happening to him? He should be at peace, right? Appada, I know we are going to win the battle. We are not going to die. Correct? There's a possibility that, like these doctors, they say, surgery is success, sir, patient failed. Like that. We have won the battle, but then what has happened, sir? We all dead. No, it's not the case. They are all alive, all these people are dead. In that vision, remember, it will blur the whole thing. You will not see in totality. What is that extended vision's problem, sir? In the extended vision, he could see clearly all these people dying, but he did not see Bhima's son Gadoggaja dying, Abhimanyu dying, Upa-Pandavas dying. Upa-Pandavas is the 5 sons of the Pandavas. Ashwatthama kills them in the night. Last day, 18th day, night, he comes and finishes them off completely. He's not seeing any one of those things. You see? He's blinded to those things. This fellow's dying, that fellow dying. In our side also people die. That he says. But whereas in the Kaurava army, he's able to see clearly who are all dying. Whereas when it comes to this Pandava army, he's not able to see them clearly. Remember, your inability to see certain things is what is making you to live life happily. If you see that, imagine Arjuna would have seen Abhimanyu getting pulverized. What he would have done? He would have taken Gandhivat, started shooting on the cosmic vision. He would have started a battle with the cosmic form. He can't take it. He said, you are killing. Why he is not able to see that? Because when you are having this futuristic vision, remember, your subjectivity will come in and blur it. Deleting your subjectivity is called Jnana Chakshu. That's where you have a clear vision. It's very important. This idea is important not for a common man. This idea is important for those who are seekers. For common man, he is not interested. The common man will be more interested in Divya Chakshu, Jnana Chakshu. You tell him which one you want. Na? First option, he will be what? Jnana Chakshu you keep. Divya Chakshu give it to me, he will say. I am not interested in your Jnana Chakshu. Because I want to know what is going to happen in future. That is the stand of this fellow. Yes. The subjectivity that we add, the subjective addition that we give, right? What is the subjective addition here? Subjective addition is you have a body, right? This body is housing your personality. You are given complete freedom to use this body however way you want to use it. That freedom was given to you. The choice was given to us to use this body. But at no point of time you can claim ownership over the body. This is called Jnana Chakshu. I have this body. I'm using this body. It's mine. You are given a vehicle for you to use, to travel, but you are not the owner of the vehicle. With that understanding, if you use the vehicle, that is called Jnana Chakshu. No subjective value addition. The subjectivity comes into picture is when you keep using it for a period of time. As you keep using it for a period of time, you will start believing you own it. Like a lot of property disputes we have in India. It's because this fellow is using it for about 12 years. There is some ruling they have, I think. I don't know the intricacies of it, but there is a ruling there. Yeah. If I use the property for 12 years, of course, certain conditions are there. It's not there is no conditions. Like one of the important conditions is the owner never cared to check in that property at all. He has not done anything. For 12 years, I have been living in that property. Means I can claim to be the owner of that property. Right? Some rule we have. Where the whole thing comes in, this is the idea. Because when you are using something for a long period of time, you will start believing that it is yours. I am the ownership. You start claiming that ownership. Mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. You don't understand it is given to you. That ownership idea comes into picture. That ownership idea with which you see is called blurred vision. The subjective value addition to your vision. You see life. Our seeker is not going to be seeing all. Seeker should not be focusing on that. Seeker's vision is what? It's not mine, but it is given to me for my complete usage. I use it. I use the way I want it. Anything I put in the mouth, I have a choice. The body has no choice but to digest it, circulate it. Now I have a choice to put a proper food, or I have a choice to put poisonous food. The poison can be slow poison or it can be instant poison, like junk food. It's a slow poison. Slowly it poisons the body. Right? And there are some poisons which you can take straight away. You'll die. Means body will collapse. You can use the body properly. You can abuse the body. But you can do whatever you want with the body. You have full freedom. But you can't own it. That's the difference between Divya Chakshu and Jnana Chakshu. Divya Chakshu is what? It's mine. Since it is mine, I want to know what is going to happen. Right. Now here this person says it's not mine. It's given to me. Who gave Allah? I don't care. The fact that it's not mine, but it is available for my use. I can use it. I can even abuse it till it collapses. I can go on abusing it. I can do all that. This is important for the seekers. So he says, all these people are dying, but he's not able to see his own son dying. Blood. What covers that? They hurriedly enter. How beauty here. The rush. Hurriedly entering means don't worry about their entry. Worry about your entry. You are in the queue. Maybe you are just next station you have to get off. Like Mullah gave one argument. He was so angry with the railways department. Because the last coach comes last in the train. So he says, put the last coach first. Railway station, no? Who enters the railway station first? What? I am also paying the same amount of money. He is also giving the same amount of money. So the argument is correct. No? Why he is entering first? I am also paying, same price only I am paying, right? Why S1 is coming first? S10 should come first. So put S10 first. That last coach should come first, he says. That no clue we have who is going to be entering first. But one thing for sure, what is it? Na? Everybody is fighting to enter. Like in the airport, people, you see people entering, security check, they finish, they come boarding. You are given a boarding pass and you are sitting there, right? Gate number 7. Okay, you are sitting in front of gate number 7. The moment they open the gate, have you seen people? He says, people are hurriedly they are going. And do what? Simply go and sit in the flight. Even if another argument is people have, see, hand luggage, if I have, I should have a plane. Somewhere they'll keep your hand luggage. It's not that, no flight so far have told the people, sir, there is no place to keep your hand luggage. Therefore, we have to put it in check-in. No. They will make place. What is your problem? That's why they are there, no? The flight attendant. Hurriedly they have to go. Everything you have to do in a hurry. There's a hurry. Into your mouths with terrible tusks, fearful to behold. To see that is scary, but still people rush in with such hurry. Yes.
This word hurry, it shows that I am putting effort for my destruction.
Yes. You are rushing. You are running towards it. He is not, pulling you. He is not pulling. Flight is standing there. That's all. That's why I gave the example. Flight is standing. Definitely the flight will take you. Correct. Definitely you are going to die. There's no doubt about it. Why are you running towards it? Right. Definitely you are going to die. And why do you have to rush towards it now? Go aram se, no? Relaxedly go, no? Get onto the flight, relaxed manner. Have you ever seen any flight where these people walk in relaxed? Huh? Such a hurry. Same way, people eating also. What is put in your plate is for you. Nobody is going to take it from your plate and eat. Right? See people eating. See, this is why, you got to, we prefer living with the master. When you live with the master only, you can get these things. He'll point out. Remember, I told you, hurriedly. What is hurriedly? That's the one. See that? That's called hurriedly doing it. Why can't you do? Relax, no. I think people dressing. In a hurry, they put a dress. No. Dressing yourself, right? What's a hurry, man? Makeup also they have to do hurry. Massage they do, that also hurriedly they have to do massage also. Uzu. Relax, man. That is why you need a special time for you to relax. Why? All other times you are in a hurry. People want to go to sleep also in a hurry. That's why they can't sleep. Everything in a rush, rush, rush. Who is doing it? You are doing it. And he gives two examples for that. Outstanding examples, proving, the brilliance of Arjuna. How this hurriedly going is happening, he gives examples here. The next two verses, he gives a beautiful example. We'll see next class.